They say hell doesn't exist on Earth, but deep in the Amazon rainforest, there's a river that burns like it came straight from the underworld. This isn't folklore. This is a verified natural anomaly. A river so hot that animals, and even humans, die within seconds of touching it. Locals call it Shanay-Timpishka. In Quechua, it means boiled with the heat of the sun. But the truth is, sunlight has nothing to do with it. The first modern whispers about the river came from an explorer who wasn't supposed to be there, Andres Ruzo, a young Peruvian geoscientist. He'd heard his grandfather say story. Deep in the jungle lies a river that boils. Everyone laughed, except Andres. Years later, equipped with satellite maps and native guides, he went searching for the impossible. And in 2011, he found it. The moment his thermometer hit the water, it read 93 degrees, just shy of boiling point, enough to cook flesh in seconds. He watched small animals slip in and never come out, their bodies cooked midstream, bones whitening as they drifted away. But here's the real mystery. There are no volcanoes within 400 miles, no magma chambers, no geothermal vents, no tectonic fissures. Scientifically, this river shouldn't exist. So how does it stay so hot? Andres started taking samples. Temperature, pH, minerals. The readings made no sense. The water wasn't acidic like a volcanic spring. It was nearly neutral, like ordinary river water, except it was scalding. Some believed it was heated by deep earth fractures, allowing geothermal water to rise to the surface. Others said the river was man-made, a side effect of oil drilling or secret testing in the Amazon. But the most unsettling theory came from the locals. They said the river was protected by a spirit, Yakumama, the mother of the waters. A giant serpent said to live beneath the surface. When angered, she sends boiling heat through the current. And when Ruzo asked how often people go missing near the river, the guides simply said, "Too often." He laughed. Until one morning, he noticed something strange. His boots, hanging overnight near the riverbank, had melted at the soles. Even the air above the water shimmered like a mirage, waves of heat bending light itself. Birds avoided it. The jungle fell silent as you approached. It felt wrong. Then came the discovery of the underground system. Thermal imaging revealed the ground below the river was crisscrossed by hundreds of superheated fractures, natural pipes channeling energy from deep within the earth. But again, there was no volcanic system nearby, no magma source, just ancient unknown heat, trapped for millennia. As Ruzo explored further, he noticed something haunting. The river's temperature dropped gradually as it flowed away from the source, as if it were bleeding energy. At the headwaters, temperatures reached nearly 97 degrees, boiling, lethal, and yet small algae survived. Life in boiling water, a biological impossibility. Until now. He took samples. Months later, in a lab, scientists confirmed it. Extremophiles, microorganisms capable of withstanding heat that should kill everything. Microbes like these had only ever been found near volcanic vents or deep-sea hydrothermal chimneys. Never in the open jungle. If proven, this river could change how we understand life itself and where it can exist. But then, something strange happened. When Ruzo returned a year later, a section of the river was hotter than before. Villagers said they'd seen foreign men near the area, with cameras, drills, and instruments they didn't recognize. Soon after, those men vanished, and their equipment, found half-melted, scattered along the banks. The locals warned Ruzo not to go deeper. They said Yakumama had awakened. He ignored them. But when he reached the upper bend, he stopped cold. Steam rose in thick curtains. The river hissed like a living creature, and through the mist, something massive moved beneath the surface. A slow ripple, too large for any fish. He watched the wave travel upstream, against the current. Then, silence. Ruzo ran. he never returned to that section again. In 2015, he published his findings, but his report ended abruptly. Some pages were missing. Temperature logs, coordinates, all redacted. To this day, the Peruvian government refuses to release official data on geothermal anomalies in that region. Satellite imagery shows heavy forest disturbance and what looks like recently dug clearings around the hot zones. Oil companies deny involvement. Locals say military helicopters have been seen hovering above the river. What's left of Ruzo's notes mention a pattern, a slow increase in heat readings every few years. If that's true, the river is getting hotter, and if the fractures expand, that heat could spread, igniting groundwater, creating what scientists call a thermal chain reaction. In short, the Amazon could burn from below. So now the question isn't why the river boils, but what it's warning us about. A natural anomaly? A geothermal weapon? Or something older, waiting beneath the jungle floor? This is HushAtlas, and this file, Project Hell Current, remains open.